What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roots. So I'm going to review a 2005 album by K-Rino. As far as these folks got have been based, this particular product is called Worst Rapper Alive, and it came out in the fall of 2005. So then pitch about it here. This is a request review by Rap Fame Archives. As far as this pitch albums, want to get towards this one within pitch like that. The hit type phrase for us saying this is a good fare within these aspects amongst K-Rino. I reviewed a previous type album to him pitch like that. He had a 2008. He particularly had a 2008 type album pitch like that. Hit phrase pitch like that called Triple Darkness Volume 1. Some of these hit type pitches, wreck times for us this first game, but within pitch for us and some banging typeness, and the variety amongst this fair is kind of within pitches. This has some good sparkiness amongst it within fairs, definitely vibes. Definitely feels like a streetlight buzz type album with pitch like that number of neighborhood phrase, accent type pitch with some of that type fair, but it's kind of pitch, it kind of being within vibes like UGK type fair and certain type pitches, Afro Man type fair pitches like that, some type ones in the aspect, but kind of the fray of this. It's a pretty rock solid and stellar type album within pitch as far as talking about. It's a pretty rock solid and stellar type album within pitch of talking about like the particular aspect of park. In the particular pitch of talking about like Parkside type fair and some type aspects and tones for the pitch can have within the particular flair of like. There's a couple type tunes on here that have like degrees like commercial get up about them pitch like that, but for the most part the particular fray amongst the folk is it is underground type phrase in the pitch. The most popular song according to Spotify has most popular song off this album according to Spotify has over 40,000 hits pitch like that, some hit type phrase. It kind of has like some cult type appeal, word of mouth type phrase, good pitch like that as far as these folks have excellent type phrase amongst it, but particular aspects as far as saying some of these type ones there are some good kind of venue and social type jostles with pitch like that. This album's going to get a classic score 10 out of 10 pitch like that, but the hit type phrase for us and some of these type ones like Worst Rapper Alive, some hit type tunes like Worst Rapper Alive, the title track, Handcuffin', in particular Three Gods are some good nice pitches with some of these type varieties as far as like the bang and like the hit type variety with them pitch. That was some good collective of like porch and front yard type fair pitch like that, some type varieties, this street light curbs and pitch like that to kind of get towards the product of the bang pitch like that. Plenty of talk about type runs with them more type sense that within the pitch is there in this album goes as back as 2005. It's kind of pitch for us and some of these type products are kind of like early bird type flares, like the pitch of what was particularly going on within like the aspect of what was getting ready to happen with Datpiff. This kind of fray, this is amidst. This particular folk is from the south as far as this pitch album, so it has that particular crunchy type factor within the aspects as far as talking about some of these type ones, but it kind of does it in a more album type format, more so than the mixtape type hunger. It's not to say it doesn't have the hunger on here, but it's the pitch as far as saying this some realized type fairs that just sticks with more the underground type theme, more so than the full bound type pitch at like. The particular flair amongst this album sticks with the underground type fair more so than like the pitch like full bound kind of commercial type like blindiness and pitch like that within these hit type feels. But the aspects for us saying some hit type phrase for us getting towards the here, just good nice pitch, definitely appreciate the fair. I didn't see this as much of conscious type hip hop. I look at them pitch for us saying some of these type phrases as far as getting towards this. The fair as far as saying it just kind of reminds me of like a Dirty South type Shine and pitch like that, kind of the fair. If you know who Shine is from New York, pitch like that, who's supposed to be like the next Biggie background those particular days before he got arrested. That same sort of pitch, that same sort of wiry typeness that Shine particularly had back in 98 and 99 and 2000, so stuff pitch like that. It's a hit type phrase as far as saying some of those type pitches, but the aspect as far as saying this particular folk, I'm surprised I didn't know about this more folk over within these type pitches more beforehand within these sorts of aspects, considering I think within these pitches, I looked this up before, but K-Rino is from Houston, Texas, as far as those pitches go. So yeah, once again, within these hit type phrases, he's from the similar type spots to folks like Bun B and Slim Thug, Paul Wall and Chameleonaire, Devin the Dude, and Scarface, those type folks like that. So the pitch for us saying just that particular hit type products is furthermore collective of some of these hit type folks within aspects like that. But the pitch for us saying the main fair about this folk, he kind of reminds me of like Exhibit, just without like more kind of commercial type grabs on here, pitch like that. It's kind of the fray if Exhibit were to stick with like the strictly kind of street light type cuts and pitch like that, just kind of that usual type growl and pitch like that with some of these hit type phrases, and just having like the tunes like Criminal Set and Multiply, some type ones, but a song like Multiply by Exhibit, but just without the Nate Dogg hook that kind of had like the crossover type appeal, pitch like that would be the hit type phrase as far as saying some of those type ones. It's kind of pitch that particular or would be kind of like shoes kind of thrown over like the street light pole and pitch like that, some stuff phrase from the aspect of like those particular bangs. But the good aspect amongst these phrases as far as talking about it just from the pitch as far as saying paying attention to some of these hit type appeals as far as just like consistent kind of talk about runs and pitches, some of these stuff here is just to miss like the neighborhood, some bullpit type noise, some of these stuff acid and tone, just hollows and come throughs, pitch like that, get some hairspray and fairs like that for diva, other type pitches, picking up snowballs and particular pitches alike. big red gum and sunny side pitch just amongst the aspects, and corner store type runs pitch like that, playing stuff right, some traffic type jostles, sunny side pitches amongst it as well, some of these hit type right, the pitch as far as saying paying attention towards it, just the aspect. But it's not so much really as much full bound within a terrible amount of these type pitches at point A or point B with some of these type errors. There's like maybe 1 or 2, 3 at most, something like that within these type pitches, like actual consistent kind of bendy type bangs where it would be stationary to one spot. But the pitch as far as saying some of these type phrases amongst it kind of have the fair to some of these type aspects when tone as far as talking about. Some foresty type ones on here, pitch like that for like the Freya, just story type fist is kind of the product of like the consistent type area, like the goings on with some of the pitches amongst just having like a healthy palette of like meme packs and story packs and some of the pitch to kind of keep the excitement of like the gab and like the rhetoric exciting as far as these pitch emphasis within phrase as far as some of the products amongst this kind of the pitch of active phrase like that. Some of these type pitches with diva along as well with some of these type pitches within the phrase as far as like these products, but and if diva not along just to pitch it, just pickups with folks along for the right pitch like that. So if you're going to pick up like some gel pens or pairs like that, since the pitch with the aspect other type phrase like particular big red type gum, since the pitches is bringing your pals along pitch like that, just getting within the product in the note. Getting within the product in the rotation, standard grape sweets being lit pitch like that, just getting towards something to price just the tear up type ash pitch like that within these aspects. Being able to say some hit type appeals like that as far as this pitch can go. So within the product, recommend all 18 songs with the sound pitch like that. So 10 out of 10. The most popular song off the sound according to Spotify is 3 Gods as far as these pitch albums, like a grand glare kind of street light hemp and 3 Gods like a grand glare kind of street light hemp and 3 Musketeers type phrase pitch like that. And by 3 Musketeers talking about the food, 3 Musketeers pitch like that. Some of those good pocket type phrases just having some definitely having some spoils along the pitch like that. Hit that phrase is consistent kind of air and traffic as far as these pairs going to go. 3 Gods like a real excellent kind of album cut type. 3 Gods like a real 3 Gods like a real excellent kind of album cut type fair within the pitch, like consistent kind of Datpiff. Several years before that was like a main spread type full bound type thing pitch like that. So it's a hit type appeals it's taking. Now Jeezy definitely, folks like Jeezy and Gucci Mane definitely had some hit type phrase. Like Jeezy did have Trap or Die, and particularly like Lil Wayne had Dedication, so and stuff there. But within pitch like the product as to how it would be in like 2011 and 2014 pitch like that. Some of these hit type appeals just them more kind of basic, kind of prehistoric type sense pitch like that. So some hit type phrase as far as some of those type ones is very 3-6 very 3-6 very 3-6 Mafia-esque and pitch like that. Hit type phrase amongst it, just consistent phrase consistent type phrase amid consistent type phrase amidst like the block type fair and pitch like that. Handcuffing's a hitting type ones like a solid house party jump and corner store. Handcuffing's like a solid house Handcuffing's like a solid house party jump and corner store kind of leftover drive to get towards your pitch like that. This meme pack definitely Gardettos pass around since the pitch amongst a good nice praise within it. Just clowning, just when pitch like that, clowning divas since that fair being stupid and just within the product of it since the pitches within it. Some good nice kind of ball cage and bull pit type fairs pitch like that within these hit type phrase pitch like that, parkside type jump. Some of these particular type divas have like the sea biscuit hair going along pitch like that, hit that phrase. No, within pitch. Tell me where you get your hand-me-downs from pitch like that. Since hit that phrase within aspects for these pitch kind of within pitch first and good type products for these pitch kind of go excellent type fairs. Aggressions, real hitting type ones, the real capital type one within pitch like a nice standout within these aspects. Definitely a highlight kind of house party turn up to get towards here and feeling stoked at say pitch like that. Just get the Bacardi and folk system pitch like that. Get stupid with gals for this pitch kind of goes just the product getting towards popping it. Get diva towards popping it, pitch like that, since hit that phrase, just the aspect like the particular crunk type bounce and pitch like that. This is kind of on like some Tech 9 type rumble pitch like that. Definitely reminds like the Absolute Power album, since it pitches with hit type songs like Here Comes Tech and Nina and Absolute Power, songs type ones like that, and also like I'm a play and pitch like that. Some of those hit type phrases. It's very good underground type bump pitch like that. It's a good, within pitch. This is like a good Benny type rumble sense of pitch amongst this kind of the aspect of like some quality kind of rile going. Just the good sparkage rounds going in rotation pitch like that. Definitely a few blueberry sweets and some Sebastian and tons where this pitch can go. Bacardi definitely within the fray amongst it. D was going to need some WD-40 pitch like that. Hit type phrase for these pitch album with the aspects for us saying good pitch like that. Intro flows the hitting type ones like a stellar Tech 9 style kind of city murkiness to get towards here in passage for these first album. Just bills paid definitely and get some Taco Bell in your system first like that. Miss like the outing type freight is good push for the good push for these first gonna go. Hitting type feels like an early 2000s kind of just gusty kind of just more or less kind of murkiness, kind of makeshift jostle with them pitch like that. You definitely get the product like some bills paid zones that pitch, just standard kind of Tech 9 absolute power type fair pitch like that. The man in the mask, the hitting type ones like a the man in the mask like a miss like the man in the mask is a hitting type ones like a miss, some terror kind of early bird Datpiff snarl get towards your pitch like that. It's great sweets definitely pitch like that. This meme dive sense the fairs amongst this good nice stroll of a song pitch like that. Some of these type aspects pretty similar within these type pitches to Three Gods pitch like that, but just more miss-like the aspect of more harrow amongst the pitches. Some of those type phrases kind of the aspects as far as some of that is traditional type fair, just getting some smoke in the air pitch like that. Definitely the product just phrase on top of that, seeing what's up with like the aspect like entertainment type fair. Definitely some meme diving pitch like that. Figure out the phrase this what particular folks like Rob Schneider and Kevin James are up to. Adam Sandler sense of pitch like that. Hit type phrase. It's kind of stroll type song pitch like that. Some of that particular product are just the usual type phrase of like the harrow pitch like that, but just the aspect just kind of being consistent with like the goings on pitch like that, hit type phrase. Ups and downs, the hitting type ones like a homestead reflect a spell and Portuguese kind of get towards here pitch like that. The sunflower seeds, this lazy stories, the pals sense the pitches. Good nice fair to simp with diva, connect with said folk and connect with said gal and folks for these pitch counts. So just the phrase, some of these type ones. Kind of more or less kind of within the aspect of like the variety of like some DJ drama kind of mixtape type soul pitch like that, some type ones. Kind of feels like a dedication by Lil Wayne, some type ones like that, like songs like Mo Fire and pitch like that, some type phrase. Definitely good, nice one. Get some torches in your system. Also the phrase like some personal type connect pairs like that. Sunflower seeds definitely pitch like that. Break it down, it's hitting as well as like a haunting and feeling right kind of story time with pals to get while in motion pitch like that. So kind of just story type fits while just a miss like the stroll pitch like that, not so much in stationary type spots. It's kind of the goings on of it, good nice pairs amongst it. Gal errands on top of that sense that pitch is picking up like phrase and just getting like some purple pens or pitch like that sense that phrase. Good aspects for these pitch gonna go. This extra type pitches of chocolate chip muffin sense that phrase amongst a good pitch like that. This DVD grabs on top of that sense that pitches. Traditional kind of Datpiff type glimmer, just more in an album type format within a low key type sense. So kind of within vibes of shit that like particular Tech 9 exhibit kind of do, but just more with like the particular glare type factors. A good pitch like that, kind of the peel. That's fair about K-Rino as far as his pitch album within the aspects far as saying with some of these type pitches. He's kind of more within the grit type aspects for his pitch album. The pitch of getting some of those exhibit type songs that maybe he wouldn't have done within some type pitch as far as like the prey of him just being a little bit more commercial. He was kind of more spread out with things like Pimp My Ride and fairs like that. Was kind of pitches some of these stuff for us, just the aspect like that underground kind of grit and hunger with some stuff aspect, just appreciating like the embellished of like courtyard and fairs like that sense of pitch amongst the fray. Just talking about like foresty kind of walks pitch like that. Just wayside Taco Bells to pick up like quesaritos and fairs like that. Good burrito type fair sense of pitches. Good excellent aspects. Good nice fairs. Bad business is a hitting to ones like a later day grussel and rope up to get towards here pitch like that. Some demon time. Good nice fairs for some demon time rendezvous and pitch like that. Just parkside spliff side definitely say good pitches. Further kind of meme pack and pitch like that. Definitely getting towards the product to like the leftover type fair of just getting things definitely getting towards the leftover type fair, getting things complete and pitch like that. Definitely within the product having some pals along with them pitch like that. It's the product that just within the product this fair start to get completed. The chore type product, another type phrase pitch like that. Head making a beeline for like a park within the legality of it, getting towards some torch type product and good nice products to get loud pitches like that. Hit type phrase in these pitches. Another rhymes the hitting type ones like a haunted neighborhood wander to get and enjoy. Another rhymes like a Another rhymes like a haunting kind of neighborhood wander and enjoy to get towards here pitch like that. Just Taco Bell definitely zone real nice from like the ganja type rock pitch like that. Just laugh real hard since the phrase is the meme pack really hitting since the phrase this particular pitch this thing like a hit type movie like Harold and Kumar since that ones like that. It's really gets you going pitch like that. This phone dive definitely since the pitch kind of appreciate the product is out in the phrase. It's kind of pitch of that typical kind of Datpiff and 3-6 Mafia type snarl pitch like that, but with them for it has like degrees of commercial typeness about it. Definitely a vanilla type one for like the pitch as far as like the phrase kind of have them with like the aspect like neighborhood wander and like a mixtape type sense. But the pitch for us saying just the product usually within certain type areas you can have these aspects as far as this being like some mean mugging type music pitch like that. This usual stone facedness, but the pitch as far as definitely some of these type ones within the product are just getting like some of those type products are just getting stoned as fucking pitch like that. Just everything starts being funny. Some of the pitch when the aspect is really. Not to freak people out if you're out in public and you just start bust out laughing randomly pitch like that, but just hit that phrase just and getting towards the enjoyment factor pitch like that. Some phrase just appreciate like the fairs like Parkside and just pitch like that within the hit type phrase. So like some real stupid fairs going pitch like that. Loaded is a nice one as well. It's like a great sound off to get towards here. Folks like that, post up with your pals, figure out the noise of it. Good pitches, getting shit faced tonight. Definitely say some of these type pitches, finishing last minute kind of supply type runs and pickups within Sinister Fries. Just definitely chirping folks, Sinister Fries, getting towards it within pitch. Just like definite blistering kind of sound off pitch like that. Just get hot. Just real hype about things as far as these pitch kind of go. Then the prolific type product. Definitely some of these type ones when you think of folks like King Gordy and folks like that and Bizarre from D12 Cents to Pitch that have like those particular type phrases that is kind of at also like a pretty good nice song for like the phrase that is waiting for like a particular pot run to come through pitch like that if you're getting some pickups for like a particular folk. Now within pitch, not within the legality factor of it, that being an issue, but just a pitch if you're getting towards the pot run nowadays in the pitch, it just would be someone going to pick up the ganja and wait for them to get home pitch like that, but just hit that phrase, just folks gonna go get like some folks gonna go get like some lettuce and pitch like that, just get towards the fray, just the excitement coming inbound with them pitch like that, probably Domino's pizza being picked up as well, just double whammy pitch like that, ganja and Zawson is a pitch within the aspects for us like to hit that phrase, just like the hype typeness and pitch like that, good nice phrase. What if is a hit type ones like a sparkle kind of darker DJ Premier type city flourish to get towards here. It's pretty similar to like 2000s kind of DJ drama pitch like that. Wu-Tang type fist pitches, some of those Wu-Tang type fist pitch like that. Some of the phrases, it's a cold fit kind of grind as far as these pairs gonna go. What if it's just particularly like those dedication and trap or die type fairs from DJ Drama and Jeezy and Lil Wayne pitch like that, but just without like the chipmunk soul kind of samples pitch like that. So just the fray, something like Mr. 17.5 and pitch like that. Some of those type ones, other type ones like Go Crazy, some of those type pitch, but just without the product like the usual kind of Fish Scale by Ghostface Killah kind of Galvant pitch like that. But same sort of phrase, it's kind of a little bit more. A little bit more stone-eyed kind of grip as far as this pitch by stone-eyed meaning more stony and stone-faced pitch like that, stoic within those pitches, but this phrase for us saying good pitch like that. Must Want to Die is hitting type 1 as well as like a grand bull pit and late Must Want to Die is like a grand bull pit and late shift kind of hollow pitch like that, just teching on sense of pitch like that, good nice phrase for like some entertainment, just Mission Impossible sense of phrase, Mission Impossible sense type phrase like that, good nice pitch for like a standard kind of just replayable kind of DVD sense of pitch for just like rerun type fair and good pitch like that, just everyday products like bull pit type post up with pals, just everyday kind of what ups and pitch like that sense of phrase, pass around the definitely get the munchies snacks kind of going. Definitely get the munchies chips going since the pitches like that, plenty of type fairs, plenty of like the addictive kind of Chex Mix type 1 pitch like that. Real blistering type 1 is No Love as far as these pitch comments. Pretty good standout here is like a Scraggled and Throwed AF kind of Miss Neighborhood and Forest type terror pitch like that. Definitely some story fits with pals pitch like that amidst the fray of disc. More or less some paranoia, but just more the pitch, just enjoying like the smoke product pitch like that, just some glaredness. Definitely have hell Doritos kind of enhance these things further pitch like that. It's just the phrase part of saying some of these type 1s kind of definitely the product disc, really appreciating like the lounge and the gap type factor. Definitely the pitch like the good nice phrase with your pals within like the pitch. Now some of these type 1s within aspects, certain type fits, whether folks are just kind of in a bad mood for the day or something, the pitch is kind of aspects as far as some of these type 1s, just the aspect like in Really getting towards like the product, like the blisteriness and stuff there, so kind of the pitch alike. Then legality of it, just good parkside type post up or forest type shit pitch like that, since the phrase within. Another good vanilla type highlight within pitch like that. I like the early bird type phrase that's getting ready to happen and furiously throughout like the 2010s type fair with Datpiff and pitch like that. Hit that phrase with the pitch first, saying just some good nice bangs on here pitch like that. Real gas and 3-6 Mafia like pitch like that, but just without the crunk kind of ness about it. Good pitches. But crunk is still good pitches like that as well. But hit type phrase. Who are you? Some good nice ones, like a mild kind of on some shit. Get towards straightening type fair. Some of these type aspects, just the fair bullshit to kind of get with an aspect of getting realigned and fairs like that. Just donut type run for getting towards and going on like a donut type run to kind of take the edge off pitch like that. Pick up like an icy for gal since I pitch amongst to get like a good nice grape one since the pitch is a green one even since the passes and tones as the pitch kind of goes. It's kind of pitches some of these type fairs, just the aspect of leftover type phrase, whether it's possible kind of business. It's not as if it has to be as full-blown hero within the serious night. It's not as if it has to be as full-blown serious within like the factor like the hero and pitch like that. It's more then more or less like the phrase if you just have to finish like some last minute task, something like that, just another leftover chore, like you forgot to pick up like a dustpan or something like that, just going back out in the fray, getting toward the sun's that pitches the aspect. You got like the wrong Pop-Tarts for Galsons that pitch amongst it, get the fucking wild berry type one, something like that, other than the ones you got since the pitch amongst it. But this is the phrase as far as saying some of the pitch within the aspect kind of it. Get towards the product, but yeah, definitely icy pickups pitch like that since it feels, but just the aspect of his products are just the leftover kind of neighborhood realigned pitch like that. Hit that price. I'm trying to think of some other type ones I haven't talked about off here pitch like that. I think one of the last type ones I haven't talked about is Who Am I as far as these pitches can go. It's like a solid passage kind of around the block, kind of simple chore. There's like that to take care of pitches like that, to sweep some of the products, other aspects, rake rake also if it's within the season, or just affairs if you're more it's not something that's full bound you have to take care of, like if you live in an apartment affairs like this, the product is still the phrase, whether it would just be the product just tidying up like the particular abode type fair, straighten like the coffee table pitch like that, since the phrase just zigzags going with pals pitch like that, ham it up type phrase, just out and within the block street curb type neighborhood pitch like that, just what's the deal what the dealio is. Some of the fairs just within quick type dap pitch like that. Who Am I is the sort of phrase that like Lil Boozy would have done back in like the badass type days and pitch like that. Webby within like the aspect established lifestyle and stuff pitch like that. So good hit. Good hit type phrase, so kind of on like some UGK and Afro Man type shit, so the pitches amongst it. Trying to think of some other type ones I haven't talked about off here. I don't think I've talked about underground as far as these pitch kind of goes. Like a glared and erratic kind of traffic push to get towards here and get done as far as these pitches can go. Quicker paced type one. Corner store type fairs pitch like that. Just buzzing through the neighborhood. Buzzing through the neighborhood and weavings pitch like that. Sense type. Buzzing through the neighborhoods and pitches like that with some of the weaving sense that pitch amongst it. Good hit type phrase. Just favors kind of get towards sense that pitches. Pickups for like Fam and Diva in mind sense that pitch. Favors to rope up for Fam and said gals and M as far as this pitch kind of within pitch for us this price kind of so within pitch for us saying getting towards like the product like the standard Aaron type frame pitch like that, but just the aspects for us some of these type ones kind of pitch just everyday type fair. This is one of the more slowish type ones within the makeshift type frame. Now within the pitch it's full bound. The aspect amongst the down doesn't have a super ton of like the products like the caught up within like the day type noise and like the everyday within pitch like that. It has some of these type products, but it's just more within the after product to probably pass getting towards like the later kind of prime time type era. Getting towards like the later kind of prime time type fair and pitch like that amongst some of like the products like getting towards some brown paper bag type product and pitch like that. So hit type phrase for us these pitch kind of have them within the hit type appeal. Then the aspects, I think that's more or less the last one I haven't talked about off here pitch like that. So within these hit type phrase it's being able to say something that pitches amongst it within these hit type aspects. might be one more last one I haven't talked about off here, pitch like that, would just Stay Out Minds. For these pitch albums, Stay Out Minds, like a good block haul and everyday going to kind of get towards here, pitch like that, just Get Stoned, definitely. Mixtape Gossip, kind of get towards. Since the pitch within the fray, just kind of standard products with your pals, pitch like that. Grab like a Kit Kat for Diva, pitch like that. Then the product does some impulse buys, grab like a Kit Kat for Diva and pitch like that. Some stuff phrase amongst it. This is kind of more or less within the product to like realign type fare within pitch like that. It's kind of product to just kind of sound off type noise within pitch, or just like seeing what's good. Just the everyday type draw and pitch like that. Just the what it do's in the product to like what the bogusness kind of is within the recent type frame pitch like that. But just the product get some great swishers in rotation pitch like that. Just the what up those with like the mixtape type fair sense of pitch like the new rumbles that have been particularly happening pitch like that. Definitely amidst like some Kit Kat kind of grabs pitch like that. Sense of phrase is kind of in motion, but still getting that. In motion, but still getting like the daps going pitch like that. Some stuff races within those hit type appeals. The aspects for us saying good nice pitches within these pairs here. So I think that takes care of it as far as these pitch caps. So 10 out of 10 album within these type pitches. Social score will get a 10 out of 10 as well. Now within the pitch for us saying the product kind of amongst it, it may actually be like a 9.75 within these type pitches, because I recognize in the product that it doesn't really have as much full bound within the pitch, like talking about a breakthrough type song within pitch. It definitely has some hit type appeals, and what this album succeeds in doing is just making like the Datpiff type variety. It was kind of one of those type ones that was doing like that mixtape type fare that would be pretty fluorescent throughout the 2010s and further pitch like that within the hit type appeal, just having like an underground type sense. So it's kind of the pitch, but it was ahead of the times with doing it pitch like that, similar to folks like Tech Nine and particular other type folks like Gucci Mane back in like the 2000s when he was initially starting as the pitch. As far as saying some of these type ones, it's just kind of more buzz song type territory within these sorts of pitches, kind of the spark send off to some of these type pitches that would become like full bound type trends later on pitch like that. It has definitely like some streetlight curb and cricket type. The definite streetlight curb and cricket type noise in the pitch of just passing around Bacardi bottles pitch like that. Some of the phrase quesadillas and ghost store. Quesadillas and stories and ghost stories pitch like that. Some of the phrase this forest type fair pitch like that. Some of the phrase to really get zone out real nice with Taco Bell and like some swishers pitch like that. Hit that phrase, this phone diving, just the meme exchange pitch like that. Some of the phrase to kind of just act ass to, and some of these type pitches when they hit that phrase, these pitch can go. But this is the product. Some of these leftover type products, a little bit of chore finish. A little bit of leftover chore type product and realigns for these pitch. I'm getting towards the relative leftover type products that like some person will kind of realign pitch like that, including like some come throughs for diva pitch like that, keeping within the fray like the stationary, keeping that. Keeping things clad in pitches like that, so let's hit that price. The pitch for us and some of that type fare, some Portuguese type fare within product. Also on top of that, just kind of pitch like sunflower seeds, some stuff pitches other aspects like some Tech 9 kind of neighborhood crawls pitch like that. So hit that appeal. So I would say 9.75 social, but only because of the pitch that there's just not really a breakthrough type song within pitch for us saying it definitely has the appeal, but in terms of like the immediate type ones, the beeline for pitch like that, it's kind of phrase for us saying like worst rapper alive. The title track's pretty good, nice one. Aggression's a definitely good standout pitch like that. Three Gods, the most popular song according to Spotify, is definitely pretty good highlight since the pitches. I'd say other type tunes. Now some of these type ones like No Love and other type ones like The Man in the Mask pitch like that are definitely some standout kind of Datpiff type tunes pitch like that for like the fray like Taco Bell runs and forest type crawls. So it's the pitch for us in some of these type ones with the pitch. It's just not ferociously in your face for us. These first album with like the dynamo type ones to make a beeline for us. The pitch for it's not as if it doesn't have the beeline type songs. It's kind of pitch that you have to. It's just not as commonplace type knowledge pitch like that. But the hit type appeals, the aspect within these hit type phrase, it is a cult type album with these aspects, so it does have some word of mouth type fares. So there is a collective of folks that do routinely fuck with this album. So good nice pitch as far as this first album. But yeah, 9.75 social pitch like that. So in terms of the future, not as full buncher within these sorts of pitches. Don't want to spoil the factoid. This particular K-Rino seemingly doesn't have a wiki page pitch like that, but don't want to spoil the other album type fares pitch like that. But some hit type phrase for us saying definitely blistering type product easy within these sorts of pitches. Easy kind of classic out of the mid 2000s. That's the fray. This barely feels like it came out of 2005. Apart from Tech 9, that's the only real other folk with albums by Tech 9 like Absolute Power and Ever Ready. Hit albums by Tech 9 like Absolute Power and Ever Ready, The Religion. Those are the only other Those are the only other real other type ones I think that sound similar to like this particular fashion pitch like that. So it's pretty original type flair and lane as far as these pitch having a good hit type phrase. This early bird kind of Datpiff, kind of similar within minor type senses to exhibit pitch like that, but just a little bit less commercial within those phrases, within the relative lack of commercial that exhibit was. But the pitch for saying hit type phrase definitely a good blistering classic.